successfully done by Amarwani and their Karyakartas. Today's event in Bhagyanagar Bharatiya Sanskriti Sammelan is the celebration of a strong culture, relationship with Marathi and Telugu speaking people, and that this celebration of grand contribution of this land of a poet of greater culture tapestry of the Bharat. Telangana is a land of poet. It bestowed the priceless literary heritage upon us. Sri Dasaradhi beautifully expressed the greatness of Telangana with the word Na Telangana Koti Ratna Veena. This is the source of immense pride for people of Telangana. You and I seem to be different, but I will tell you one of the biggest similarity amongst Marathi and Telugu people is that I come from Warkari Sampradaya. Warkari Kirtan Parampara is my tradition. It is in Maharashtra. We worship Panduranga or Vitthal, and one of the greatest Telugu poet, Tenali Ramakrishna, in his most significant literary contribution in Pandurang Mahatmyam, one of the great Panch Kavya, has also shown the similarity between both traditions, both parampara. Amarwani Foundation is currently moving towards becoming a think tank, reaching and expounding the common culture, threads, and narratives to wave across the India. We remember in our recent history that British colonials tried to unite India politically while dividing her people on lines of religion, language, and communities. 200 years ago, 700 years, foreign invaders also tried to divide us on all these aspects. It is only after 75 years of modern independence we are moving in direction of self-confidence and self-acknowledgement. It is towards this objective we seek to create the unified spiritual cultural identity of the country, and Amarwani Foundation seeks to contribute exactly to this order. I invite all of you to join your own capacity and interest, just like uh, Andaviradu, one of our friend Mr. Varma Garu joined in making this program, which is taking place in this Mandira. It is which is in this very beautiful city, Telangana of Telangana. I know that Mr. Varma and Amarwani Foundation will work together and have a long way to have a fruitful office association hereafter. We have reached line of speakers to give us glimpse of the different element of the local culture and contribute to the culture of our country. We have some eminent leaders graciously participated in a sammelan only because they believe uh, in cause. The Bhagyanagar Bharatiya Sanskriti Sammelan have been made possible by the well-wisher and efforts of large number of people who have joined us in this cause. I look forward to more such association with all these people, and I feel this Sammelan will also be equally a good success. Thank you. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, Madan Maharaj Gosaviji. Really, he set the context, saying that Amarwani Foundation is contributing to the cultural exchange because indeed it is that initiative even launched by Government of India called Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat, where Government of India, the Honorable Prime Minister envisions for a grand united India through deep-rooted culture exchange. So from Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat, through Amarwani Foundation, We wish for a day where we see Ek Dunya, Shreshth Dunya, where there is grand cultural exchange rooted in the spirit of Sanatan Dharma. So thank you very much for the wonderful insights, even showcasing how the Telangana and Andhra Pradesh culture is very much interlinked with the Vakari Sampradaya. Your note of connecting Tenali Ramakrishna to this is a wonderful thing. Thank you very much, sir. So now I take the opportunity of inviting this wonderful hero. So before inviting him, this person is not just a cinema hero. Indeed, he's a real hero because he is doing lot of work promoting promoting social awareness and promoting cultural awareness across India. Being part of various philanthropic works, he is doing valuable service to Indian cultural heritage. Through his movie Kartikeya 2, as we all know, he instilled a grand interest and a great thought, especially among the 21st century generation regarding our Indian cultural heritage. So I request to present the AV of Sri Nikhil Siddharth, a wonderful actor who is indeed promoting Indian cultural heritage through his filmography. AV, please.
నిఖిల్ సిద్ధార్థ్ హ్యాపీ డేస్లో రాజేష్గా మనల్ని కలిసి కార్తికేయ 2తో యావత్ భారతదేశానికి సుపరిచితుడైన మన తెలంగాణ కుర్రాడు నిఖిల్ సిద్ధార్థ్. యువతకు నచ్చే సినిమాలంటే కేవలం లవ్ స్టోరీస్ మాత్రమే కాదు, అద్భుతమైన స్క్రీన్ ప్లే బేస్డ్ సినిమాలు తీసి కూడా అందరినీ అలరించవచ్చు అని నిరూపించిన మేటి స్టార్ హీరో నిఖిల్. సనాతనం వినూత్నంతో పాటు వైవిధ్యభరితమైన సినిమాలకు భారతీయ సంస్కృతిని జోడించి హిట్ సినిమాలకు కేర్ ఆఫ్ అడ్రస్ గా ఉన్న హీరో నిఖిల్ గారికి స్వయంభూ ది ఇండియా హౌస్ మూవీస్ కి ఆల్ ద బెస్ట్ చెబుతూ భాగ్యనగర్ భారతీయ సాంస్కృతిక సమ్మేళనం 2024-25 కార్యక్రమానికి అమరవాణి ఫౌండేషన్ సాదర స్వాగతం పలుకుతోంది. వెల్కమ్ సార్.
We welcome Nikhil Garu for his wonderful speech. Sir, please.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That was a fantastic AV. Thank you so much. I didn't expect that to come along, especially in front of eminent dignitaries who are on stage. Very good morning to all the guests and to everybody who's here. Chitmaraj sir, Kosavi sir. We're also. I'm privileged to be on the same stage as you all are, and it's a very very happy moment to meet so many people who are here for one purpose, and that is to have a united Bharat, to have a united India. And I do not want to take too much time because I think there are a lot of people who are much more learned than me who are going to speak after me. But in my short and concise speech, I just want to bring up a few very very important points that I am trying to convey through my films. Many people are trying to convey through their businesses, through their foundations. I want to really really thank Amarvani Foundation for taking up such a beautiful cause of uniting all our cultures, all our states, across languages, and making sure that we are all one united India. I want to thank Varma garu. ఆయన పున్ వర్మ గారు అంటారు, కానీ ఆయన మాకు ఎప్పటి నుంచో తెలుసు, ఒక ప్రొడ్యూసర్గా తెలుసు, ఒక చాలా మంచి వ్యక్తిగా తెలుసు. అలాగే ఆయన చేసే మంచి పనులు కూడా ఎంత అంత కాదు. అలాగే అమర్వాణి ఫౌండేషన్ని ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ చేసి అంటే ఇంత అద్భుతంగా ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్తున్న గోసావి గారు కూడా, సార్ థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ సార్. యూ హెవ్ టేకెన్ ద టైమ్ టు కమ్ హియర్ today to Telangana, and you are helping us promote our culture. One thing, Andy, I just want to say again, I want to very, very specifically say that, Indian culture is something which is the longest lasting, Andy. When we actually go and research a little bit, మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా మీ బుక్స్ ద్వారా కానివ్వండి, లేకపోతే ఈ మధ్య యూట్యూబ్ ద్వారా కానివ్వండి, ఏ మాధ్యమంలో అయినా మీరు వెళ్ళి రీసెర్చ్ చేస్తే మీరు షాక్ అవుతారండి. There are so many shocking facts that have not come out yet. They're not taught in our history books. I think our textbooks also need to be modified a little bit to reflect our true Indian culture and the greatness of what we have, what our history has held.
I can go on and on about this topic, but I just want to say that it's been thousands and thousands of years that Indian culture has existed, and that is what we call Sanatan Dharma. Is Sanatan Dharma not just for the last thousands of years, but for the next thousands and thousands of years also it's going to exist. That is because it is pure, it is strong, and it has all of us working towards it. So I just want to salute everybody who's working towards ఫార్మింగ్ ఎస్పెషల్లీ అమరవాణి ఫౌండేషన్. అండ్ ఈరోజు నేను ఇక్కడ వచ్చింది ఒక తెలంగాణ బిడ్డల. సో అది చెప్పాలంటే హ్యాపీ డేస్ నుంచి మీరు చూస్తున్నారు దట్ నేను ఇక్కడ బేగంపేటలోనే పుట్టాను. ఈ రాజ్భవన్ రోడ్ మీద చాలాసార్లు తిరిగాను. అండ్ నా స్కూలింగ్ కూడా ఇక్కడ హెచ్పిఎస్ బేగంపేటలోనే జరిగింది. మా తాతలు అందరూ ఇక్కడే తెలంగాణ. సో నేను చాలా ఒక ప్రౌడ్ తెలంగాణ అబ్బాయి లాగా, అలాగే ఒక తెలుగువాడిలాగా, అండ్ అంతకన్నా ముఖ్యమైన ఒక భారతీయుడి లాగా నేను చాలా చాలా గర్వపడుతున్నాను. అండ్ ఇక్కడ మనందరం కూడా చాలా గర్వపడే యూనో అంశం అండి ఇది. అండ్ ద ఫ్యూచర్ ఇస్ బ్రైట్, అండ్ ఐ థింక్ లెట్స్ ఆల్ వర్క్ ఇన్ అవర్ ఓన్ స్మాల్ బిగ్ వేస్ టు మేక్ షూర్ దట్ వీ హెల్ప్ ఇండియా ఫ్లరిష్, ఎస్పెషలీ అండర్ ద లీడర్షిప్ ఆఫ్ మోడీ గారు. అండ్ యునో వి ఆల్ బిగ్ ఫ్యాన్స్ ఆఫ్ హిమ్. అండ్ ఈవెన్ గవర్నర్ గారు ఈరోజు వచ్చారు, అండ్ అలాగే కిషన్ రెడ్డి గారు. సో ఆయన ఈరోజు రాలేకపోయారు, బట్ జై హింద్, జై భారత్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
Thank you very much, Nikhilji. As you said, you are promoting Indian culture. Even his dialogue, famous dialogue about Lord Krishna, made many fans for Lord Krishna across India, especially among the youth. Thank you very much for the wonderful work you are keeping in. And now I take the privilege of inviting today's esteemed guest, Sri Vinay Sahasrabuddheji, Vice President Rambo Malgi Prabodhini. So a great ambassador, and he's doing a profound work to promote the roots and etiquettes of Indian cultural heritage. Sri Vinay Sahasrabuddheji, please, we await your enlightening address.
Most revered and respected Chitta Maharaj ji, who has come all the way from Tripura here to be amongst us, the man behind this entire organization, who is very passionately working for cultural integration, Shri Madan Maharaj Gosavi ji, a very renowned name in Marathi literature, Dr. Aruna Dhere ji, also somebody who can be described as an icon of folk culture, not just in Maharashtra, but perhaps all India, Prakash Khandge ji, the person who welcomed all of us initially with his words, P.U.N. Verma Garu ji, our icon, not just of the film industry, but also of the cultural stream of Telangana, Nikhil Siddharth ji, Akshat Gupta ji, who has been influencing the influencers as well, as I understand, and all the members of the Amarvani present over here, associates from Bhagyanagar, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I was a Telugu bidda to start my speech with in Telugu, but since I don't understand Telugu, and if I try to speak in Telugu, perhaps you may not be able to understand. So I stick to English, and in between I may use Hindi as well. Let me first of all start by thanking Madan Maharaj Gosavi ji for conceiving this great idea of bringing people from various streams of folk culture together from across India. As I understand, Amarvani started from Kolhapur, the seat of the great goddess Mahalakshmi, and later on they moved towards the east and offered pranams to Tripura Sundari in Tripura. And now that we are here in 2025 in Bhagyanagar, in a way from Ashtalakshmi to Ashtabhuja, because there is a famous Ashtabhuja temple in Hyderabad I am aware of. And therefore this is a very enlightening journey, I must say. And the cause undertaken by Amarvani is certainly very, very commendable. This is, in a way, reminding us about the great history of Telangana as well, while we are here in Bhagyanagar, Hyderabad. Because, as they say, Hyderabad is almost at the center of India, where North shakes hands with the South and East embraces the West. Of course, Bhagyanagar is the best. Everybody knows. Why I'm saying so? Because the history of Bhagyanagar, history of Telangana, history of Hyderabad is that of sustaining our culture against the onslaught of the invaders. Everybody knows what kind of tortures, what kind of injustice people in Telangana have braved during the last century. And therefore, our coming over here is, in a way, the salutation of people from all over India to the brave people of Telangana. We know that how British and the Nizam, especially the Raza, had joined hands to, in a way, ensure that the original culture of Telangana, the Sanatana culture of Telangana, doesn't survive. But the GGV, what we call, the ability to sustain against the onslaughts of the invaders, it's so great that Telangana ensured that the invaders are defeated and the flag of Telangana flies atop. It continues to flutter. और इसलिए मैं मानता हूं कि यहां पर आना हैदराबाद में, भाग्यनगर में, हमारे लिए एक प्रेरणा भूमि है, जहां से हम अपनी संस्कृति को, अपनी सनातन चिंतन धारा को आक्रामकों के आक्रमण से कैसे बचाना, इसका पाठ लेकर, इसकी प्रेरणा लेकर हम यहां से जाते हैं. मैं महाराष्ट्र से आता हूं, यहां पर कई लोग महाराष्ट्र से आए हुए हैं. हमारे लिए तो ये पूरा प्रदेश, नॉट जस्ट तेलंगाना बट आंध्र प्रदेश एज वेल, इज ऑल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द important historical reason, because the great Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was here at Sri Shailam to offer his tapashcharya in a way, and it was here in this land that in a way he gathered inspiration, motivation to fight against invaders. एक अन्य कारण से भी मैं हैदराबाद को बड़ा महत्वपूर्ण मानता हूं, क्योंकि हमारे देश में जो भाषाई संस्कृति है, उसमें से लगभग 5 भाषाओं का मिलन भाग्यनगर में होता है. यहां तेलुगु तो स्वाभाविक रूप में इस मिट्टी की सुगंध वाली भाषा है, मगर यहां हिंदी भी बोली जाती है, उर्दू बोलने वाले कई लोग हैं, कन्नड़ा बोलने वाले भी लोग हैं और मराठी बोलने वाले भी हैं. तो एक पंचधारा संगम मैं मानता हूं हैदराबाद में हमें देखने को मिलता है. गुरुदेव रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर, सुब्रमण्य भारती, ऐसे कई मनीषियों ने तेलुगु भाषा की सुंदरता के बारे में कहा है, और बताया जाता है कि भारत में सबसे अधिक बोलने वाली भाषाओं की अगर हम सूची बनाते हैं तो तेलुगु इज द 3rd मोस्ट स्पोकन लैंग्वेज ऑल ओवर इंडिया, and perhaps one of the few languages which are spoken in 2 states. Bengali is one, because Bengali is spoken in West Bengal and in Tripura as well, but Telugu is perhaps the second one which is spoken in Telangana and in Andhra Pradesh as well. तो ऐसी कई खूबियां हैं, और इन सारी खूबियों को जानना, समझना, इस दृष्टि से मैं मानता हूं कि अमरवाणी ने आज हम सबको यहां पर बुलाया, बड़ा उचित और योग्य दिशा में सोचते हुए ये कदम उठाया है. फिर एक बार मैं अमरवाणी के सभी कर्ता धर्ताओं को साधुवाद देता हूं. I may also describe that this is the beginning of the Dakshina Digvijay of Amarvani, because you have for the first time come in the southern part of our country. But let me also tell you, because we are at the epicenter, a Sangama of north, south, east, and west. It would be better for all of us if we liberate ourselves from stereotyping the northern people, the southern people, the eastern people, and the western people of our country. एक जमाना था, हम मुंबई में रहने वाले लोग उत्तर भारत से जो भी आता था उसको बोलते थे कि ये भैया है, और वो बहुत सम्मानजनक पद्धति से नहीं बोलते थे सामान्यतः, मगर उत्तर भारत में सब भैया है ऐसा कहना उचित नहीं है। मतलब बंधु तो हम सारे हैं, मगर जिस पद्धति से उसको कहा जाता था गलत था। एक जमाना था कि मुंबई में जितने सारे दक्षिण से लोग आते थे उनको हम मद्रासी बोलते थे, जो भी बहुत गलत था, क्योंकि हमें पता ही नहीं था कि कितनी विविधता हमारे दक्षिण भारत में है। और जो पूर्व भारत से, और विशेष रूप में, एंड चित्त महाराज जी इज कॉन्शियस ऑफ दिस फैक्ट, कि जितने भी सारे हमारे पूर्वोत्तर भारत के बंधु बहनें आते थे उनका तो हमें परिचय ही नहीं था। हमें कई बार लगता था कि ये शायद चाइना से आए हैं, इंडोनेशिया से आए हैं या मलेशिया से आए हैं। ये हमारा आकलन था। अच्छी बात है कि बीते दशकों में हमारे देश की विविधता का जो आकलन है वो काफी सघन हो रहा है। We generally say unity in diversity, but if we go deep into the diverse culture, then we realize that in fact it is the unity of the diversity, because the diversity is just apparent. हमारे त्योहार है, हमारी भाषाओं में जो कहावतें हैं, they are different but they carry the same meaning. In Hindi we have a saying, नाच ना आए आंगन टेढ़ा. A similar saying is there in Marathi. I am sure in Telugu also there must be a similar saying. There must be a similar saying in Bengali as well. अभी ये कोई भारत सरकार के डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ लैंग्वेजेस ने एक जीआर निकाला और समान तरीके के सेइंग्स बनाओ ऐसा कहा, इसलिए नहीं हुआ ना. Our sayings and proverbs are similar. They connote the same meaning because we think in the same way, we think in the same direction. And that, therefore, as we realize, here in Telangana, in the month of April, generally, we celebrate Ugadi. But when we celebrate Ugadi, in Maharashtra, we celebrate Gudi Padwa. In Punjab, we celebrate Baisakhi. In Assam, we celebrate Bihu. So all these things tell us that we are united first. Our diversity is just the diverse manifestation of our unity. ऐसा नहीं है कि हम डाइवर्स है इसलिए यूनाइटेड है. ये सही है कि हम एक है और इस एकता का जो प्रकटीकरण है अलग अलग तरीके से हो रहा है, इसलिए विविधता है. Let us understand this, because there are forces who want to exploit this diversity and create fragmentation in our great society of Bharat Mata, and we have to be conscious of. कई लोग बोलते हैं, यहां पर पास में आंध्र प्रदेश है, आंध्र में आंध्र माता ऐसा शब्द का प्रयोग भी किया जाता है. अखोम में, आसाम में जब आसाम का आंदोलन चला तब बहुत लोकप्रिय नारा था, जय ओई आसाम. अभी आई शब्द तो मराठी में भी है जो माता के लिए हम उपयोग में लाते हैं. तो असम माता, आंध्र माता, कर्नाटक माता, तमिल माता, कोई बात नहीं, ये सारी माताएं आखिर किसकी पुत्रियां है तो उसका नाम है भारत माता. इसका हमें विस्मरण नहीं होना चाहिए. एंड दैट इज द पर्पस व्हाई अमरवाणी इज टेकिंग सो मच पेन्स. I mean, Madan Maharaj Gosavi is a retired senior government functionary. He could have easily decided to sit pretty and enjoy his retired life. क्या जरूरत थी कि यहाँ उधर त्रिपुरा जाओ, यहाँ आओ, इतने लोगों को इकट्ठा करो, मेहनत करो? कोई जरूरी नहीं था. मगर उनको लगा कि मुझे ये करना चाहिए क्योंकि हमारे देश की विविधता को कुछ लोग इस देश के विभाजन की धारा बना रहे हैं, जिनको अगर हमें परास्त करना है तो विविधता हमारी एकता का विविधांगी प्रकटीकरण है, यह हमें सबको बताना पड़ेगा। एंड दैट इज व्हाई ही इज टेकिंग प्लेस। It is this reason why we also have to respect different linguistic cultures in our country. Whether it is Marathi, Telugu, Gujarati, ये सारी भाषाएं जिस संस्कृत भाषा से निर्माण हुई है, and not just these, there is a category in linguistics which is called as Indo-European languages. Even there are many similarities in Latin, English and Sanskrit. हम पिता को पितृ बोलते हैं, उधर फादर बोलते हैं, माता को मातृ बोलते हैं, उधर मदर बोलते हैं। ये समानता कोई बेवजह नहीं है। मैं एक बार रशिया गया था तो रशियन लोगों ने मुझे कहा कि आपकी मराठी में शुगर को साखर बोलते हैं, रशियन में भी साखर ही बोलते हैं। तो ऐसी बहुत सारी समानताएं हैं और इन समानताओं का आकलन होना मैं मानता हूं कि भाषा की दृष्टि से भी बहुत जरूरी है। मैं कहना चाहूंगा 2018 में द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ ईरान हैड विजिटेड इंडिया and he had a conversation with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and he told him that there is a linkage between Iran and India, which is via the work of the great grammarian Maharshi Panini. Because Panini should be credited for creating the linguistic structure, the grammarian structure of Sanskrit as well as Persian. उन्होंने पर्शियन भाषा का भी व्याकरण पाणिनि ने लिखा है, तो हमने कुछ करना चाहिए। So we organized a international conference on the contribution of Maharshi Panini as a grammarian at the University of Tehran in Iran. As President Indian Council for Cultural Relations, I was there. While having a cup of tea in the morning, the Vice Chancellor of Tehran University asked me a simple question. He told me that, sir, in Tehran University, remember, in Tehran University, we teach Rigveda and Upanishad. Tell me in which Indian university Rigveda and Upanishad is taught. I had no immediate answer. This is the sorry state of affairs. We don't know that we don't know, sadly. We talk about Ramayana and Mahabharata, and they are great epics beyond doubt. But I was discussing with Aruna Tai just before this function. In fact, I have realized that just like SARC and UNCTAD and BIMSTEC, we can have another platform of different nations coming together who believe in the culture promoted by Ramayana and Mahabharata. We can call them Ramayana and Mahabharata countries. That is the beauty of Ramayana and Mahabharata. That time there was nothing like intellectual property right. And India is a country where we never claimed any intellectual property right because we consider ये तो पूरी विश्व के लिए, हमारा कुछ नहीं, ये पूरी मानवता के लिए। मगर रामायण महाभारत इसको केवल ये हिंदू लोगों का एपिक है, ये भारत, ऐसा मानने की भी जरूरत नहीं। जब हम रामायण महोत्सव करते हैं, since 2015 ICC has started organizing Ramayan Mahotsav. So we invited troops from Malaysia, Indonesia, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, several countries. We also invited a troop from Brunei. Now Brunei is a country where 100% people are the adherents of Islam. So we were wondering whether somebody will come or not. But they sent a beautiful troop and they presented wonderfully a music and dance accompaniment kind of a skit on Jatayu Vadha, the famous story of Ramayana. And when we were discussing with them, having wondered as to how were they able to send this kind of a troop, the in charge of the cultural troop told us that, boss, I understand why are you asking this question, but I must tell you, we have changed our religion, not changed our culture. That is the message we have to understand. ये रामायण महाभारत की ताकत है और इसको हमें, मैं मानता हूं कि समझने की आवश्यकता है। अगर हम भारतीय संस्कृति की बात करते हैं, भारतीय संस्कृति की सुंदरता की बात करते हैं, भारतीय संस्कृति के ताकत की बात करते हैं, यहाँ पर भाग्यनगर में जब हम एकत्रित आए हैं, मैं 2-3 सुझाव केवल यहाँ के लोगों के विचारार्थ और अमरवाणी के सामने भी रखना चाहूंगा। पहली बात यह है कि हमारी भाषा को सुरक्षित रखना हमारा दायित्व है। लाइक आवर मातृभूमि, लाइक आवर माता, मातृभूमि and मातृभाषा are equally sacred, and we cannot allow our matrubhasha to disappear. Every language comes to us as a vehicle of culture. लैंग्वेज के माध्यम से हम संस्कृति को समझ सकते हैं। शेक्सपियर ने नाटक लिखा हेमलेट, उसमें एक डायलॉग है, वो जो रानी है वो जो हत्या करती है, वो हत्या के बारे में अपराध बोध है, शी इज सफरिंग फ्रॉम ए गिल्ट कॉन्शियस एंड देयरफॉर शी लाउडली प्रोटेस्ट अगेंस्ट द मर्डर in which she was a part, and therefore there came a kind of way of expression, kind of, not exactly a proverb, but people started saying that the lady protests too much. एक वाक प्रचार बन गया, लेडी प्रोटेस्ट टू मच। अभी मुझे बताइए, कल अगर डेक्कन हेराल्ड में एक एडिटोरियल में आता है कि द बिहेवियर ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर लीडर is akin to the lady protest too much, अगर हमें इंग्लिश पता नहीं है, अगर हमें ब्रिटेन का इतिहास पता नहीं है, अगर हमें हैमलेट पता नहीं है, शेक्सपियर पता नहीं है, तो लेडी प्रोटेस्ट टू मच का मतलब ही हमें समझ में नहीं आएगा। इसलिए भाषा इतिहास और संस्कृति की वाहक बनकर आगे बढ़ती है, इसलिए भाषा को जीवित रखना, अपनी मातृभाषा को जीवित रखना, एंड थैंक्स टू प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी, देयर इज ए ग्रेट एम्फोसिस ऑन education in mother tongue. I urge our Telugu brothers and sisters to ensure that Telugu survives. Telugu has to survive. If Telugu survives, Telangana will survive. Telangana is Telangana because there is Telugu. The name Telangana is derived from Telugu, as it happens, and therefore we have to do that. I remember, how our education system is also kind of, we have allowed kind of colonial hangover to continue in our textbooks as well. Our friend who is a member of parliament from Bengaluru, Tejasvi Surya, was one sharing his experience with me. He went to a village in Karnataka, and there he found that the villager, a 75-year-old villager, was having a quarrel with his grandson. दोपहर के समय में ये उसके घर गए पानी पीने के लिए, तो झगड़ा चल रहा था। तो सांसद जी ने पूछा कि क्यों झगड़ रहे हो? तो वो जो किसान था उसने कहा, देखो ये मेरा बेटा है, अंग्रेजी मीडियम के स्कूल से पढ़कर आता है, यहाँ पर अभी अगस्त महीना चल रहा है, not a single drop of rain we have experienced so far. There is the specter of famine right before us. And this person, my grandson, every day comes from the school and recites the poem, rain, rain, go away, rain, rain, go away. Rain आ कहाँ रहा है, ये तो go away बोल रहा है। जरूरी नहीं कि हम सारा विदेश का वैसा ले, अंग्रेजी से हमारा कोई दुश्मनी नहीं है हमारी, but we can have our own English literature as well. Why should we recite the poems like rain, rain, go away? We should be relating our languages with our languages, because our languages have the fragrance of the soil of this particular land that we must appreciate, and therefore our languages will have to sustain. Dusra, as I said, this land has witnessed a huge struggle for survival. और इसलिए जो हैदराबाद मुक्ति संग्राम, जिसको हम इस रूप में जानते हैं, इसके ऊपर, and Nikhil Siddharth ji is there, Nikhil Garu, if I may urge you, create a film on Hyderabad Mukti Sangram. Let the youngsters know what the forefathers of this generation have braved. इतिहास को उसकी अनदेखी करने से इतिहास बदलता नहीं, जो इतिहास है। Let the facts come to the fore. We don't want to cultivate any enmity, but whatever injustice had happened, the younger generation need to know about it. If you don't remember history, you cannot create history. इसलिए मेरा आपको निवेदन है कि हैदराबाद मुक्ति संग्राम पर एक चित्र बनाना मुझे लगता है कि उपयोगी होगा। मुझे एक और निवेदन करना है, बिकॉज वेन एवर आई कम टू हैदराबाद आई जनरली कैरी ए पैकेट ऑफ द लोकल स्वीट विच इज पुथेरो कुलू, पोथरे कुलू। अभी इतनी बढ़िया बढ़िया डेलिकेसीज आप बनाते हैं, इसको पूरे विश्व में ले जाना जरूरी है, पूरे मतलब दुनिया में, क्योंकि दिस इज समथिंग वेरी वेरी आई मीन यूनिक अबाउट तेलंगाना। और कहीं मुझे ये खाने को लिए मिलता नहीं। तो यहाँ की डेलिकेसीज है, यहाँ का फूड कल्चर है, यहाँ का फोक कल्चर है, इन सबको हमें विदेश में ले जाने की एक तैयारी करनी चाहिए, बिकॉज हमें पूरे विश्व का विश्व मित्र निश्चित रूप में बनना है। और उस दृष्टि से भी मैं मानता हूं कि आजकल हर कोई ग्लोबल की बात करता है, बट आवर जर्नी टुवर्ड्स ग्लोबल स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम लोकल। Let us not forget our roots. Let us aspire to take the local to the global. In that context also, I would urge that we have a long way to go. Finally, see, we have to be aware of our own strength. And I'm now going to finally quote what Mark Twain had said about India. कई बार ऐसा होता है ना कि विदेश के लोग भारत के बारे में जब अच्छा बोलते हैं तब हमें उसमें यकीन आता है, हमारे लोग बोलते हैं भारत माता के गौरव के बारे में तो हम सुनते नहीं। बट नाउ लेट मी टेल यू व्हाट मार्क ट्वेन हैड सेड सो वेरी इलोक्वेंटली अबाउट इंडिया। ही सेड दैट इंडिया इज द मदर ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी। ये केवल प्रधानमंत्री जी नहीं बोल रहे हैं, उन्होंने ये भी कहा है कि थ्रू अरब्स इंडिया इज द मदर ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स एज वेल। Through Sanskrit, India is the mother of all European languages as well. और इसका आकलन हमें इसलिए नहीं होता कि कई बार हम वो जो लोग हैं जो हमें तरह तरह की बातें बताते हुए हमें एक न्यूनत्व हमारे अंदर निर्माण करते हैं, उनके बहकावे में हम आते हैं। उनके लिए भी अगेन ए वेरी renowned British journalist had said, and with that quote I will conclude my speech. This is from Mark Tully. Mark Tully was a BBC correspondent here in India. He made India his home. He married with an Indian girl here. He must be now in the range of 80 to 90-year-old. And he had beautifully written about various aspects of Indian culture. There is a famous book of his which is titled as No Full Stops in India. And he says, and I'm quoting Mark Tully, the characteristic genius of Indian mind is not to shake the belief of the common man, but to lead them to the understanding of the deeper philosophical meaning behind their beliefs. But the Western world and the Indian elite who emulate the Western world ignore the genius of Indian mind. They want to write a full stop in a land where there are no full stops. Thank you very much.
What a fabulous speech, sir. We wish even the spirit you have given will not have a full stop. Thank you. Thanks a lot for the profound message. As you have said, Amaravani Foundation start Kolhapur Mahalakshmi, and it will progress with the blessings of Bhagyanagar Bhagyalakshmi too. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Coming together is the process, keeping together is progress, and working together is success. So we all came together for a great cause where we envision a grand cultural exchange with the spirit of uniting. And let's keep together. And today, in all the sessions, let's work together to achieve the success of taking the grand cultural heritage to all the people across the world. So I request all the guests to please attend the audience for the sessions to continue. Sir, please. Yeah. I request Dr. Madan Maharaj Gosawaji to felicitate Sri Vinay Sasrabuddeji, please. I request Varma Garu also to join.
One second. First of all, pranams to Chitta Maharaji, esteemed dignitaries and distinguished guests, artists, scholars, speakers, and my dear friends. We welcome everyone onto this prestigious occasion. It's an honor and privilege to stand before this gathering at Bharatiya Samskritika Sammelanam. It's actually a platform that celebrates the soul of our nation and its culture. The Bharatiya Samskritika Sammelanam is a it's a grand cultural convention that celebrates a rich and diverse heritage of India. It serves as a platform to showcase the country's profound traditions, classical art forms, literature, music, dance, and spirituality as well. The event brings together cultural enthusiasts, scholars, and artists from across the nation to promote unity through diversity, rooted in the philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The world is one family. The Sammelanam aims to inspire pride in India's cultural legacy while fostering intergenerational learning and collaboration. It's a celebration of India's timeless ethos, blending ancient wisdom and contemporary relevance. Thank you, everyone, for gathering here. Thank you, and Madhu, continue with the.
I request guests to felicitate Nikhil Siddharthi also, please.
By the way, Nikhil Garu, we all love you and we all love seeing your films. Thank you for coming here.
To the main man, because of whom we are today, Dr. Madan Maharaj Gosawiji is being felicitated. Telangana, professor and independent researcher in Puranas. Soumya Ji, Sri Suhota Apte, Agnihotra, an anthropological perspective. Sri Akshat Gupta Ji, historical context of Bhagyanagar. Gurukul, Dr. S. Mahesh, a great Indian martial arts guru and a fifth generation Kalairapattu traditional beholder. I request all the esteemed guests to join for today's session, that is session 1, as a part of Bhagyanagar Bharatiya Samskrit Sammelan. I repeat, Gurukul Dr. S. Mahesh, Indian martial arts guru and a legendary person who is beholding the tradition of Kalairapattu, a fifth generation guru, and Dr. Sriram Narayan Swami, South India in the Itihasas and Puranas, an artist and Sanskrit scholar